Hey there guys, so today we have another review and this is a familiar one. This is Treehouse Ma Amber Ale. I actually reviewed this before, I'll post a link to it. And this is the beer 2 months in since canning, actually to the date, 2 months in. So this is October 15th, this is at time of shooting, December 15th. So basically what the deal is that the brewery recommended that you age this beer. I really love when a brewery recommends things like that. Really cool to hear from a brewery who is very intimately aware of what a beer can do to tell you, hey, this is the temperature you should drink it at. This is how many weeks you should age the beer. What the narrative behind the beer is, what hops are in it. Any information about a beer is always cool. So they recommend that you age this for a couple months, and we're 2 months in. So let's dig into this amber ale. So it pours into this kind of really murky color. Does not look like an amber ale, despite the fact it's a medium amber color, but it's just super hazy, almost this muddy looking kind of color. Really nice color on this one. It's just, it's not a very attractive color because it's so murky and muddy looking, but they got like a light clay, light mud kind of thing. Let's get the aroma. Smells similar, yeah. What is that? I get tons of juicy fruit. I purposely bought some juicy fruit just to remember what it tastes like because I get it in the Treehouse beers. This one is one of the most juicy fruit forward beers from Treehouse. I wish I actually had the candy with me right now, or the gum with me right now. I've smelled that container of juicy fruit bubblegum, and it smells just like this. Absolutely insane. Fruitiness, bananas, citrus, orange peel. The sweetness underlying, this sugary confectionery kind of sugar behind it. It's awesome. Cheers. That creamy mouthfeel from Treehouse as usual. Oh, awesome mouthfeel as usual. But in general, you pop with this kind of underlying bitterness. This beer is certainly one of the more bitter Treehouse beers, as I remember. Just this underlying earthy bitterness, a little resiny, just earthy hops, yeah. A little bit of herbaceous quality, underlying bitterness. It sticks to the back of the palate. And then up front, juicy fruit, citrus, orange, grapefruit, a little bit of like leaning towards tropical mango kind of thing. But then you're smacked on with more bitterness. And in the middle, you definitely get a malt character, certainly an amber ale in that sense. A little bit of a candy sweetness in the middle, but then the bitterness cuts away at it. It really has a little bit more sweetness than the other Treehouse hoppy beers, as expected, being an amber ale. As I see it here right now, I don't necessarily see huge differences between the fresh and the aged 2 months. I probably see it as a more cohesive beer, less aromatic and less hop forward. And this probably makes it a little bit more easy drinking. But again, 2 months in, the beer really has not changed that much. Really a resilient beer for 2 months. I definitely left it in the fridge. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Fun experiment. I would argue, yeah, have your beer fresh. If you leave a can in the fridge for 2 months, you're probably fine. It doesn't really taste that much different. But it's cool that they recommend that you age it for 2 months. I can sort of see a little bit of differences, but really cool stuff. And I always love to experiment cool things. Obviously, when the brewery recommends something cool like this, I'm going to do it. So until next time, guys, cheers. This is Treehouse Ma with 2 months on it. And I'd love to hear from you guys what your experiences aging any hoppy beers are, any Treehouse beers. So yeah, until next time, guys, cheers. Later.